Oh, yo, peace. Welcome back to another episode of YOUU podcast. I'm your host, Xopher Harrison. For y'all that don't know, you can call me Christopher Harrison as well. It's totally up to you. So today, I want to talk about the great. Oh, yeah. Somebody was asking the other day, was like, so why you always got the same shirt on your podcast? Because I'm a brand, bruh. Every time you see The Simpsons, Family Guy, and all of them, they all got on the same clothes every episode, right? I'm a brand, bruh. That shirt ain't going nowhere. Steve Jobs, I'm a brand, bruh. Nah. Run it. Alright, so the gray. What I mean by the gray, that's that gray area of life. You have like this, that, the gray. So somebody would be like, you always gotta do what's right. You can't do what's wrong. But then that's the gray. Sometimes you do what's wrong to make it right. Sometimes all you've done in your life is what's right. And it probably ain't paid out to what you expect. Again, that's those expectations. You have to release them. Other times, you can do all wrong and be seen to like be shining. You stunning on them. You killing it, right? How's your soul? Right? So we stay in that gray. To me, that gray is absolution. That gray is pure balance. That gray allows you to exist in this realm, in this reality, free of judgment. You'll be ostracized, yes, because you're in the gray. But internally, you'll be free because it's not doing what you want and not so much of being a disruptor, even though I love those disruptors, I love those rebels. But when you're dealing with that gray, it's not so much of all good, all bad. Any one of those two, to me, in my context, will be pure chaos. So you go from pure balance in the gray, which, of course, this podcast is about unpopular opinions. Pure balance in the gray to pure chaos being left or right in any given one. You're either doing too much good, you're doing too much bad. Why did I say they're chaos? Because if you're doing too much good, a lot of times when people are just so evolved and all they do is good, they can be omissive to reality. And somebody will be like, can't get your head out your ass. Something like that. Or it's just that it can be, what is the word, when you're so involved in yourself. Y'all probably think of it before me, but it can be that, or they can be in a form to where you just want to be kind of like skeptic around them. Then you have someone that's doing all bad. You want to be like, you just want to avoid them altogether. It's all pessimistic. It's all really fear and a lot of things that's on that side of the ball that just be, and this side just seems so self-destructive because it literally brings chaos. Probably more than this, or no, because too much righteousness have chaos. You see what I'm saying? All right. People choose to be grave when it benefits them, right? You might have a bully. You'll have a bully where he bullies this person in the crowd, but won't bully these people in the crowd when they're all in the same environment. You will have someone that will prefer chicken on Fridays, but won't do it on Tuesdays because it's messing with a particular part of their diet. You have somebody that will go to run on the treadmill, but won't ride a bike. But then I think that's more like an option. So you get what I'm saying? Like people choose to be great when it's benefit to them, and of course, being a human, like we're going to battle somebody about it. We're gonna stand on our fences, like man, this great talk, boy. Like nah, I ain't doing that. Like I don't rock with that. Or I do this, I do that, and you're gonna defend those hills because no one likes to be wrong, right? So that's the important part about the gray is that when you provide that gray, you're flexible. Whereas too, if you're on either side of this side, you're always trying to balance one thing out with the other, and the scales are always too far off. That center, that creates the balance, right? That's all I'm saying about the gray. So we bring around like what does it do when it like harmonizes our being? What is it? We control the gray to an aspect, or the sense of control. We control the gray to an aspect to where it evolves inside of us. That allows us to explore our inner being. Like, what are we doing here on this planet, or in this existence, in this dimension, in this world? Like, what are we actually doing? How are we actually living? How are we feeling? How are we loving? How are we being more responsive to the things, beings, and energy around us, rather than take, consume, divide, and give this much back? When it comes back on our end, like, you might poop, you're gonna take a big dump, but that's all you're doing, giving a shit, and not in a good way. So when you're living in the gray and you're exploring what it's like to be, then give it to yourself to be and exist and evolve, rather than be subjected to too much chaos, too much righteousness, and then letting that distinguish your character. Because when you're going chaos, righteousness, usually it's controlled by our environments. Usually the scales always tilt one or the other ways because there's someone on the external, or those externals again. They're influencing the realities for us and not letting us live our gray, not letting us live our identity to explore those choices. So you get where you may hear in religious talk to where it's like you can't be lukewarm. You gotta choose what it may be, and depending on who it's coming from, religion, politics, whatever, government, the world outside of you, it's always gonna be something that's not lukewarm, that's gonna make you favor a decision that caters to this audience. I don't want you to cater to an audience, but now, nor am I talking about chaos. But if I am talking about chaos, I want you to discover the chaos within you, because there's a story in that chaos. Become whole in that chaos to be permeable and let the light shine through. So you can show the world your story without the pain, without the trauma, but with the beauty. Because I'm going to do me. You be you. Peace.